What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Heartbeat of America. This episode is the finale of season 3. It's called Jokes of the Uncomfortable. As you all know, my name is Michael Richard Diarra, aka Dynamic, aka Dine. I dabble in music and artistry, but my main scope and career of things is neurology with the background of RMA and RPT. Um, Jokes of the Uncomfortable. Become an individual that disturbs others' energy when you step into the room. Don't be cocky, don't be self righteous, uh, and don't bestow belittlement. Uh, just move in silence and evolve. Uh, be yourself and thrive in every aspect that you possibly can. Doing so, in a logical sense, should never upset anyone. But if it does, good. People will talk and people will create false narratives and create jokes at your own expense because they are uncomfortable with their own legacy or lack of. Um, Unfortunately, humans carry a compare and be the best type mindset. By all means, yeah, be your best self, but you could be your best self without degrading another human. Uh, Sometimes uh, you're gonna have to outdo somebody's crazy. Hopefully that never happens, but the way people carry themselves and compare themselves instead of just being them best selves, unfortunately could lead to those type of situations. Um, so be aware of your surroundings and the type of people around you, because they'll be friendly to your face and then write the entire world against you behind your back. Uh, if that ever happens, let those individuals rest and choke on their jokes of uncomfortability, uh, for the projection is due to their self failure. It has nothing to do with you. Um, but like I said, most of the time you could just move in silence and avoid all that type of shit and just let your actions uh, do the speaking for you, because you could have the words to the actions, but if you don't have the actions to your words, things are meaningless. So always be the best you can be and be the best for other people to become themselves. I feel like the world lacks a lot of humans like that. Uh, but like I said, sometimes you're gonna have to outdo their crazy, because there's only so many times you could let someone cross the line without there being repercussions. I don't know why people like to test their life expectancies, uh, but usually it's people that always hide behind the term, "Oh, I'm just joking." Are you though? Because it's a joke till it's not. Um, Either way, be yourself and fuck those losers. Uh, if you give them a couple chances to change their ways and become better themselves, and they don't, let your name rest with bitterness in their mouth. Uh, because people like that find relevancy by doing such weird ways. Uh, Meaning they need you, not the other way around. Um, so always stay true to yourself and be self aware. Anyways, with this being the last episode and finale of season 3, this is the conclusion of Heartbeat of America in a whole and in its entirety. I created this platform of episodes to cover the basic life of self scenarios and understanding how, in this time and era, how the world is working and how one should conduct themselves in a professional and logical manner. With these episodes, I wanted to bring intelligence, logic, self worth, and evolutional movements of thought and self to an individual. Of course, these topics that I have addressed throughout the 3 seasons can be expanded upon, of course. Because if life isn't expanding, then something's wrong and things are staying stagnant. There's things that I've said that could evolve into better ways and situations to do things. Like I said, these episodes have just been basic lines of the foundation to understandment. I'll always have love for everybody populating the map. But there's not much more I can say or do than I already have. I've said a lot within my music. I started writing music in probably 2006-ish, a long time ago. My whole life is literally on paper, from the highs to the lows to everything. Everything that's about my life is on paper. I bled me onto paper. Everything I've said or done, or everything I've said I've done, and will do. I'm a firm believer of sticking to one's word, because if you have nothing, at least you have your word. And with that just being like a side hustle of mine, because my main scope and career of things is neurology, I've always been fascinated by the brain, how it works, human life, and I got into the medical field before I went into the schooling of it. I've always done my own research and stuff, and I have many studies and hours behind such works. But I got into the medical field to heal people. It's sad to be in a world where the medical system and government ran medical systems just treat people. They just look to treat people because that's incoming money. And if they were to cure people, that money wouldn't really exist. It would eventually stop if people received cures. And that makes me sad because I'm gonna bring cure. I'm gonna bring evolutional ways of medical health. Whether you all are with me or not, when that day happens, uh, don't look at me like I was a liar, like y'all think that I am. And I know I have my critics out there. I know I have my haters, as everyone does. But as an individual split from crowds and ways, if you do think like that, a hater or a critic, I hate to be that person that says I told you so, because I won't. I'll just sit there in silence and let that false narrative that you painted upon me eat you alive. I am thankful for all my loved ones. I'm thankful for everybody, to be honest with you, because everybody can bring something to the table, and every individual is beautiful. Just don't make me have to outdo your crazy. So I want to thank you all. With this being the last episode, I also wanted to intertwine this thanks to all you. Stay vibrantly savage, stay awesome, never give up on yourselves. And if you feel like you're the only one in the world, just know I got you. Because I feel like that day in and day out. Like I'm the only one in the world that gives a fuck. But I promise you, if you feel like nobody got you, I got you. And if I could help in any given way, I will. My name is Michael Richard D'Herrera, aka Dynamic, aka Dine. Thank you all for tuning in and listening to these episodes, and I hope they give you a sense of understanding and guiding, and pushes you to be your best selves. And let's make the world a better place, not just for selves, but future generations to come. Thank you again. Love you all. Till next time.